Well, for 9 days starting this Saturday, Park Slope will turn itself into a huge art installation called Art Slope, with everything from music and dance to painting and photography. Now, everything also means wearable art and art made with chocolate. But we're not going to even try to explain what that even means.
Let's go see it. But to do that, we're happy to welcome Gilly Yonner. She's the Art Slope founding director and the co-president of the Park Slope Civic Council, which is sponsoring the event. She's also an architect working here in New York City. Thanks for joining us, Gilly.
Thanks, Brian, for having us.
And thank you, of course. And here to tell us about the musical end of things is Zanetta Sykes, the Musical Coordination Committee Chair for Art Slope, and she's also the director of her own educational nonprofit called Inner Arts Initiative. Thanks for being here.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Okay, so it's all going down.
Yes.
This is coming up.
Where do you find the time to even be here? You're going to blink and it's going to be time for Art Slope.
It's amazing. It's an amazing thing happening. We have so many people working on this, and it's all volunteer. It happened very quickly in a really fast time frame. This is really what should be a 2-year project.
Really?
To be a biennale, but it because we had this time period that I'm still co-president of the Civic Council. My son went off to school in September, so I said, I'm going to take this, my so-called spare time, and put it together now. And there's such a outpouring of energy and excitement from everybody in the neighborhood, from artists, creative people, just art lovers, everything.
It takes a village.
Very exciting.
It definitely takes a village to throw a party. Yeah. So can you give us just an idea of the scope of Art Scope? How many artists, how many venues, how much actual walking around the neighborhood am I going to have to do to take it all in?
Well, it's a lot of walking, so wear good shoes, and we have a map that shows all the venues. I think we have somewhere in the range of 90 venues. That's including residential, a few things in the front of houses.
Right.
We have institutional partners like the Brooklyn Public Library.
All those little yellow dots are places where you can get your art on in the slope.
Exactly, and the paint,
comfortable shoes, absolutely.
Comfortable shoes. The paint dots are in the park, in Prospect Park, which is amazing.
Yeah.
We have the best resource right there for outdoor work. We have 9 pieces, and it's sort of a walking tour of the whole park.
Well,
yeah.
We're used to art walks in this happening borough. You know, we happen to be home to a few artists, but Zanetta, there's going to be a lot of music, which will help to differentiate this from some of those other more like studio, you walk in and you walk out.
Yes.
Ho hum hum.
Yeah.
Hum.
Absolutely. This is kind of a really different kind of project in that you have people of so many abilities, so many skill levels, coming together and presenting, some of them for the first time.
Really?
They're taking that bold step to say, I want to present my art in public.
Yeah.
And I'm going to try it, and doing it in conventional and unconventional spaces. So we have people's brownstones. We have, I myself will do a performance in front of a brownstone. We have people doing performances at the conservatory, at the Dweck Auditorium, and a lot of interdisciplinary programs. So like dance meets spoken word, meets like VJing, meets like experimental electronica. It's just amazing to see everyone come together.
So how were you able to reach so many different types of artists? You know, a lot of times, you know, there's certain organizations within a neighborhood that you sort of build with, and they have their own cadre of people, but it seems like you're getting sources from here and here and here. You know, how were you able to pull all of that together? A
lot of it came from within the volunteer base that we had existing. I know someone who does that. I know someone who plays. Like, they'd be happy to donate their time. And it's totally volunteer run. So if you think about it, all these artists are donating their artwork to this experience with the idea that, you know, like, it's an offering for the community.
Gilly, there's over 150 artists participating over the span of this thing, and some of them are the people you hear through the wall practicing or doing whatever they're doing with the music, or closet painters or artists, but you also have some real heavy hitters, Pulitzer Prize winners.
We do, and we do have a great roster of programs that have been put together, panels, and we're starting it all on Saturday morning with a kickoff with Maria de Los Angeles doing a wearable art parade.
Yeah.
So this is, people will make their own costumes or art pieces make themselves. And my mother's actually going to be walking as an art an art piece herself. Yes, and as you see, Charles Blow is a wonderful community resource. He's going to be one of our jurors, as is Jim O'Grady of WNYC.
Yeah.
And we will be doing this.
Multidisciplinary.
It's going to be very exciting, and it's for all levels. So kids can do it, adults can do it. I ran into a street artist yesterday on the street, and he was wearing something amazing, and I said, "Can you please be in our art walk?" And he said, "Oh, absolutely." And so we just are recruiting people that we see in the neighborhood and know, and really to have people just be able to walk around for 9 days and not have to do it on the one day that the event happens. If it rains, there's another day.
It's 9 days. You can get in
It's
when you
9
finish.
days.
Can you tell us about this picture right here, though?
With the one of the juror artists.
Well, Charles and I are doing a project together, and I happened to catch him on the way to the gym. And I was astounded by how stylish he looked. So I said, please, let's take this photo.
And this is something he's going to be jurying on.
Yes.
These are some of the wearable art pieces that one might be able to peek when the parade happens.
Exactly, and we have these. I think she did these pieces on paper, and we also had a mask making workshop at Artists and Craftsmen, which is this fantastic, humongous store right in Park Slope, and they're hosting a bunch of events. So we have like resources that are incredible, and putting them together in this was the whole idea of people and the space that we have, and just being able to offer the neighborhood as a form of art to Brooklyn, basically.
So this is a huge undertaking, and it's the inaugural. Some people did the misnumber of the first annual, but we're sure that this is going to come back again. It's already gotten a lot of buzz. So I wondered how you guys are going to know it's a success when it's done. What's your measure to be like, yeah, let's do it again?
Good job.
Yeah, what's that going to look like for each of you?
I wonder if really the definition is more that people come away just feeling like, I didn't even know that this existed. Like, wow. And looking at their neighbor and saying, oh my gosh, they're an artist, I'm an artist, feeling like the barrier between the performer and the audience member is thin, like at its thinnest.
Very cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
And can give us the website so everybody can find you and come out and support.
Absolutely.
And the dates.
What we're doing September
The 9
17th
days.
to the 25th.
Coming up. It starts Saturday morning, but we are having a kickoff party event Friday the 16th at Shapeshifter Labs. We're hoping that the public comes around 8:30 after the little ceremony. And we have 9 days, so it's Saturday the 17th to Sunday the 25th. And it's pretty much nonstop.
Non-stop party.
Look on the website, artslope.nyc,
Artslope.
really.
And make sure to tag all your pictures from the weekend, too.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
We have hashtags galore.
Yeah, art_slope.
Yeah.
Artslope.nyc. We'll see you out all week.
Thank you.
Plus a few extra days.
Plus
Good
a few
job.
extra days.
Thanks for coming.